Good morning, dear students. We are studying about the joint stock company and its features. And in the previous class, we have studied about the joint stock company, the definition, meaning, as well as the some features of it. Okay, so that we studied that it is an artificial person and it has a legal status, and about the formation, and it is having a perpetual succession. Now we are going to study the remaining features. The fifth feature that we have to study is that about control. Okay, so the control of the joint stock company is done by the managing directors. Okay, so there are, as I told you, there are a large number of members in an organization or in a joint stock company. There may be like 100 or 200, 500,000, like that. A large number of members will be there. Okay, so it is not possible that everyone will be doing the day-to-day activities. So in order to make the managing activities easy, what they have made is that they made a group of members as the board of directors. Okay, so then from that board of directors, the few members have been selected as the managing committee. There is a managing committee and there will be a general manager. So these people are selected. So this manager may be the shareholder, or maybe not a shareholder, or appointed by the managing committee. Okay, so an expert person can be appointed, and since the resources of the company is the company has got a good amount of resources, the company, or good amount of capital, the company can appoint a person from outside or an expert person as the manager of the company. Okay, and they can pay salary, maybe like 2 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees, any amount of salary can be given to them because they have a good amount of resources. Okay, so the control of the organizing joint stock company is very much well established. Okay, so there is the people, those who are becoming the managing directors, will be automatically, or already they will be a very expert people. They have a sufficient amount of knowledge about the work that they are doing, and they have educational qualifications and other qualifications will be there. And if the already existing members or the managing directors are not capable of managing the organization, they can appoint people from outside also. Okay, so the control of the organization will be very much good. Okay, then the next one that we have to study is about the liability. Okay, the liability of the members are limited. So this is a very different or a very good feature, that the liability of the members are limited. Limited means that a person who is becoming the member of an organization or a member of a joint stock company, maximum amount of loss that the member has to face is the amount of money that he is liable to pay. Okay, see, for example, if I am becoming the member of a joint stock company, and if I am taking 1,000 shares, okay, so I take 1,000 shares, and the one share value of one share is 100 rupees. Okay, so the value of, if the value of the share is 100 rupees, and if I have already paid 80 rupees, then the remaining 20 rupees is there, isn't it? So this is the maximum amount of money. So 20 rupees is remaining and 1,000 shares are there. So 20,000 rupees is the maximum amount that I have to pay additional. Okay, so already I have paid 80,000 rupees, and now if the company goes in loss, the additional, if I have already paid the 100 rupees as my share, then maximum loss I have to face is the 100 rupees. And if I have not paid the full amount, sometimes when we are paying when we are purchasing a shares, it is not necessary that they have to fully pay the money. Okay, so there will be allotments are there, first allotment, second allotment, third allotment, like that. Different allotments are there. Based on that we will be paying. First there will be like 3 rupees they will be paying. If it is like 10 rupees share is there, 3 rupees, then 2, like that it will be there. So all together they are not paying. So first we will purchase the share by paying 3 rupees, then again next 3 rupees. So like that, a different way it is purchased. So once if the share has been purchased, and if I have already paid 80 out of 100 one share, and the maximum amount of money that the company can demand from me is 20 rupees. It means that how much share I have purchased, maximum loss that I have to face for one share is 100 rupees. Okay, so the money that I have invested will be lost. That much is the maximum loss that we have to face. Okay, more than that any loss will not be there. Okay, so my own personal assets or my personal properties are not going to be affected, because if the company faces a loss, then a company has to face the loss. Okay, because like the membership or the owners of the organization, the company and the members are different. So company is an artificial person. So if a debt is taken by the company, so the company has to pay back the money. So maximum amount of loss that the company has to face is the shareholder has to take is the maximum amount of money that we have invested. Share amount, how much we have invested, that much only loss we may be facing. Okay. Then next feature that we have to study is that a common seal. Okay, so there is a common seal. See, for example, if you are going to register, or if you are going to make an agreement, then what we do is that we put signature. Okay, so company is an artificial person and the company is unable to make a signature, so there will be a common seal. There is a seal made in the name of the company, and that seal will be engraved and made it. Okay, so like if you are purchasing, if you are taking a like a TC from our school, or when you are getting a certificate like your result, on that you might have seen that there is a seal placed on there. Okay, so around the seal will be there, Little Flower School, Haraya, Basti, all the details will be written on that, and it is stamped on the paper, where whatever official documents that you are receiving, even when you are paying the fees. So the fees is paid and the receipt is given, and on the receipt there will be a seal. So it is given in the name of the Little Flower School. So in the same, so it shows that there is it is authorized one. Okay. So who is giving this one is not going to be a matter. They, like when their office members may be there, if they have put signature and given, and after some time when you are, see, like you purchased a seal, like class teacher. Okay, so like I am the class teacher, and if you are in studying in 9th class, or if any class you are studying, so I am the class teacher and I put signature and given it to you. And afterwards, after few years, if you come and say that there is a mistake in this one, so by the time if I have resigned from here, then you cannot do anything. Is it no? So, but if only my signature is there, because they will say that this is done by that person and he has left. But there is the school seal is there. So if the school seal is there on that, then the school is responsible. Okay, so even if I am there or not there, but the school is there, so the school seal is on there, and the school is responsible for the whatever the items are written there or anything is written there on them. So the same way, the company makes a signature by the common seal. So if the company is making an agreement, see, like imagine that if our school is making a contract with the Teach Next. So the Teach Next is a company, and we make a contract with the Teach Next. So when their contract is made, the managing director or the person in charge will be putting the signature, as well as the common seal of the company will be also stamped on that. So the agreement, as per the agreement, the Little Flower School is making an agreement with the Teach Next company. So both the companies are getting relationship, or the agreement is made between the companies, not with like the principal of our school and the managing director of that company. No, it is not like that. The company, like Little Flower School and the Teach Next company, makes an agreement. Even though the members, like after that, if a father is changing, new father is coming, then also the agreement will continue, because this is made by the school authority. Is it no? So, or and if that managing director resigns from there and new managing director comes, then also this will continue. Do you understand? So that is the benefit of the common seal. So whatever the agreement that the company is making, or any kind of issue is made by the company, in that the common seal will be present, and the common seal is showing that the company is engaged in the activity that they are doing. Okay. Then the last feature of this one is called as the risk bearing. Risk bearing. Okay. So the risk is like in a partnership firm or a sole proprietorship. In a sole proprietorship, one person itself is bearing the entire loss, and in partnership firm, the few members are sharing the loss. But here there are large number of members are there. There are so many members. Okay. So maybe 1,000 members will be there, 1 lakh members will be there, large number of members are there. And as I told you, the share value is a very low value, like 100 rupees or 10 rupees, like that. Okay. So this much small value is there, and means members may be purchasing more number of shares, like 1,000 shares, 1 lakh shares, like that they will be purchasing. And if they are purchasing that many number of shares, then they will face a big loss. But also, this loss is not suffered by 1 or 2 persons. It is suffered by a large number of persons. So maximum, and we already studied that there is a limited liability. So the maximum loss that they have to face is the amount of money that they are supposed to pay. The share value only is to be paid. Okay, so if I purchase a share of 100 rupees, maximum loss I have to face is the 100 rupees. Okay, if I have purchased 10 shares, then 1,000 rupees is the maximum loss. So how many number of shares I have taken multiplied by the number of shares, like a value of the shares. That is the maximum loss that we have to take. There is no any additional loss. Okay. So that is all about the this one. So we have studied about the joint stock company and its features. So you have to study about the joint stock company. This is a very important topic, and you should also know all the features of the joint stock company. Okay. So that's all about it, and thank you so much.